welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am so very glad that you clicked on this video today to join me in bringing you some amazing bookish content. And yes, it has been a while since I posted a YouTube video, and I do apologize, but really I've been using these last couple of weeks just spend time with my family and friends to really just dive into just like spending time in God's word, like just really avoiding everything else that is not that is basically what I've been doing the last 2 weeks, and it's been amazing and I really have loved it. I have booked some tickets to go on some trips. I'm going out of town. Like, it's a lot of things that I've kind of just planned and put forth the effort towards these couple of weeks, and though it has seemed like I've kind of neglected my channel, I do apologize about that, but I'm not going anywhere. I love it, and I'm so glad that I have this channel. I'm so glad that I can have this community here where we can talk about books, and hopefully you guys aren't too heartbroken about it. But I am back. I do think though that my uploading schedule is going to change a little bit too. I think hoping and aiming to get about 2 videos out a week because I have been getting more busy lately. So definitely that is my goal, to at least get 2 videos out a week. But my goal is to keep going with it, not stopping, not holding back, not doing anything but just enjoying books and getting out content for you guys. But also, if you've seen my recent post or my Instagram stories that I had maybe last week, I was in a little bit of a reading slump as well as this week, so I didn't read. I did not read. So my goal of like my huge January TBR was not accomplished. Obviously it's still January as I'm filming this, but like I just don't think they're all gonna get done. I also feel like I'm developing a little bit of like a mood reading kind of style where I kind of just want to pick up books when I want to read them. So I do think the whole idea and the video concept of like TBR is not going to be something I posted really anymore on my channel, just because I do feel like it confines me into a box, and I'm a structured person, and so if I have a system I want to stick to it, and when I can't I usually feel disappointed. So I think to just null and void that whole entire concept will make things just so much easier for myself. But yeah, I kind of just want to catch up with you guys, let you know what's new, talk to you, review a series that I have just finished, and I can't wait till book 3 comes out, or like the partial series. Let you know some of the stuff I recently bought while I have been away. Let you know what books I'm currently reading and what I think I'm going to end up finishing with my January TBR, and a book that I want to read right now that I'm going to pick up, and kind of just go from there. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the video. As you can see, I have bangs now, so that's new. I do have some like braids back here, but I kind of just pulled them back. But yes, we got bangs, we got new glasses, but I think you've seen these glasses already. I'll be sure to link them down below in the description box for you guys, because I think they're super cute. I definitely want to order more that are larger. I have a smaller head, so I think larger glasses just look really flattering. But yeah, these are the glasses. I think they look quite cute, and the little bangs I think are cute too. I had bangs in the past, like for several years, and I just like kind of let them grow out, but I was just feeling it. So last week, Friday, I think, I just chopped them. Just took them off, took the decision, and was like, whack. So that's how we got here. But yeah, I think they're cute. Let me know what you think in the comments if you like them or not, or you don't have to let me know. Either way is fine. And then yeah, I am currently still going through and reading, nearly done with Assassin's Blade by Sarah J. Maas. I love this book. I have 50 pages left. It's just like the, what'd you call it, the epilogue section, I guess you could say, of this book, or like 1 year later, 11 days earlier, the after portion of this book. So I'm like at the end. It's just, I know my heart's gonna get broken. I sense it. I think Sam's gonna die. I do. And I'm just not ready for it, because it was just too good to be true. I mean, like, it's just too good to be true. And I just feel like my heart's gonna be broken, and I don't really know. And then like her teacher or whatever, Abacron, I don't even know how to pronounce his name. I'm probably saying it wrong. Yep, I am. Arobin? Abacron, LOL. But that's how I hear it, so I'm gonna constantly keep saying it. That's just how things go. But yeah, I didn't like him. Like, I was like gung-ho until the end. I'm like, bruh, what's your problem? So I just know my heart is gonna be broken. I did tab this book quite a decent amount. But yeah, I just feel like my heart's gonna be broken. So I'm like waiting. I definitely know I'm gonna finish it probably by the end of the weekend. It's only about 50 pages or so left. But I'm like sad. I don't know. I know I'm gonna be heartbroken. I believe one of you guys commented that on one of my posts on Instagram, that I'm gonna be heartbroken. And I don't know how I feel about it, but I'm gonna finish it, and I like it, and I cannot wait to start Throne of Glass. I think it's gonna be super amazing just to get into the official book 1 of this series, because it's just the prequel. But it was really good. And so I just don't know if I want to be heartbroken yet. So that's why I'm taking a little bit of step back. And then the next book that I'm like really loving right now is Cinder by Marissa Mayer. This is really good. I'm about halfway done with this book. I love the Cinderella retelling. I love that she's a cyborg. I love just the whole concept and all the little things that they're kind of pulling in to kind of give it that Cinderella-esque vibe. So I really love it. I think it's great. I cannot wait to finish it. I cannot wait to finish the next few books in this series here when I get done with this one, but I am loving it. I think this is really good. So I definitely know out of my January TBR, those two will be done. I am also in the middle of Harry Potter book number 2, and you guys, I love it. I love it. I love it. I have not started book 2 of Blameless Stories yet, but I will get to it. So I don't think, because I didn't read last week, I will have like my January TBR wrap up or my January wrap up video as soon as I'd want it, just because I have to get these books done. But I'm loving those so far. I don't think I'll read book 3 of Harry Potter or of Blameless Stories, just because taking the time off from reading with that slump that I just don't think I'll have enough time to get them done. But obviously they can troll on into next month whenever I'm ready to read them. And then Legendborn. So I started that. I got to part 2 finally. I literally felt like I was reading for 1,000 pages, and I think I'm only 80 pages in. I really don't like it. And I went into it thinking like, I'm gonna love this book. This book is gonna be amazing. And like, I don't. So I feel bad about it. It's too wordy. I think I'm gonna soft DNF it and pull it out a different time, but I feel like I'm not gonna pull it back out because I don't like it so much. I think I'm gonna just kind of sit on it and wait and see if I pull it back out. I might even start reading it next week, who knows? But as of now, I've kind of like taken a step back away from that book. But yeah, I really think I'm a mood reader now. I think I kind of want to pick up books as I'm feeling it, because like right now, I really want to start The Ordinary Monsters by J.M. Muro. I've had this book for a while. It's this huge chunky hardcover, and you know me, I recently finished The Measure by Nikki Erlich hardcover, first ever hardcover read, so now I'm like a hardcover girl. So I want to read as many hardcovers as I can. And so I'm thinking I want to pick this one up. So I don't think I'm going to finish my January TBR. Like I had The Dance of Thieves, book 3 of Harry Potter and book 3 of Blameless Stories, as well as book 2 for both of those series, Cinder, Legendborn, Assassin's Blade, and then I'm doing 2 audiobooks, The Titan Curse and Dark Star Rising, which I'll get done with those. But it's like, I don't think I'm gonna read all the books that I set out to. I might DNF some of them or just wait to start them later. But like, I wanna read this one, so I think I'm gonna do it. But yeah, I feel like that's like my reading update. I was in a slump. I think I'm getting out of it now. And I think that's gonna be what I kind of work on. These 3 books here, and then the Harry Potter Land of Stories book 2, and kind of leave Legendborn and Dance of Thieves for a different time. I don't know. I don't want to read Dance of Thieves. Like I just put it back on my shelf. I don't want to read it. I don't know. I think people say it's really good and everything, and don't get me wrong, I'm excited to read it, but I just don't, so I'm not. That's kind of how I feel about it. But yeah, I'm super excited to get into these books and to start this one. And I guess with that being said, my cousin, for my Christmas present, made me some page openers that you can like stick your thumb in. And I've been wanting them, and I thought he is a woodworking fanatic. He's excellent. I'll make sure to put his handle on the screen, as well as link his whole information down below for you guys, so that you guys can reach out in terms of purchasing some of these. But he made me the most amazing book page holder, and he had some in like chocolate brown. I don't know if it'll really focus too well. There we go. Has some in chocolate brown. He even has some where the top portion here is like open, so it's like that. He has some that's a little bit shorter. These are really amazing, and they're nice and durable and quite large. So like for this book being like 660 pages, like it's perfect for a large book. You know what I mean? Because it's like, it's a heavy hardcover, and it's like, it's just gonna hold it perfectly. So that's why I really want to read this too, because like I have this now. But yeah, I'll make sure to link all of his information down below. He's amazing at it. I highly recommend you guys reach out to him if you want to purchase any of these. But yeah, I think they're amazing. So that's kind of like my whole reading gist for this month so far. I definitely think that I will have some review videos for these type of books coming for you guys soon, as well as like a bookshelf organization video, because like my bookshelf is really full now. That's why I'm glad I have my TBR cart. And if you haven't seen that, I'll link that down below. I set it up. But like, I want to organize my books based on like the genre, possibly the author, by, you know what I mean? All of that. It's kind of just all over the place. I don't think I'll do it by color, but definitely by genre and author. So I definitely want to have a video of that coming up soon. And then I want to count all my books and know how many books I actually have. So that's going to be a video that'll be coming out for you guys soon as well. And then possibly like some reading vlog videos, some more just regular day in the life vlogs, like a lot of different things for February. I know it's been like kind of dry these last couple of weeks, but I do hope that you guys still enjoy the content that is out there for you. But yeah, I am going to hopefully be able to get all that out for you guys so that you guys can have content to watch. But yeah, I think it's going to be a good rest of the reading month. I'm looking forward to February. Seeing that I don't want to really do a TBR anymore, I don't know what I'm going to read. I'm just going to go with the flow of it. You know what I mean? And just kind of pick up books. And let me know down below, are you a mood reader or are you a person who chooses to stay with a TBR? How do you feel about that? But I definitely think it's a little bit too confining for me. So I think I'm going to kind of change that concept up a little bit. But yeah, and I guess to go into like more stuff that I got. So I got this little thingy. I went to Five and Below. And as you guys know, you can see behind me, like I have plants literally everywhere. And at Five and Below, they have this cute little bonsai tree like kit with this nice little sage green, that's my favorite color, little thing. And so I thought, why not grow a bonsai tree? You know, if I can do all of this, I should be able to do a bonsai tree. So I picked this little guy up, as well as got a watermelon and cantaloupe grow kit from Five and Below as well. And we'll see how they do. I was making some little baby sweet peppers and I killed them because I forgot to water them. So hopefully I don't kill these and hopefully they grow. But yeah, that's super exciting. And I guess it's like a thing with Five and Below now, like everyone wants to be a gardener. So I'm excited to get into that. And then at Five and Below, I also picked up these weights. So this is an 8-pound pink weight for $5. And if you guys are into fitness and you've ever gone to like Target, Walmart, or any type of fitness store to buy equipment, a single dumbbell can be upwards from $25 to $100 for one dumbbell. And so to go and get an 8-pound dumbbell for $5 at Five and Below was amazing. And I need this for some of my workouts. So it's like I had to pick up 2 of these. And then from Five and Below, I got a 10-pound kettlebell. And that's amazing because kettlebells are like $30+ as you go up in weight. And a 10-pound would probably be almost $50. So it was like super exciting to be able to pick this up as well. So if you're into fitness or if you like want to get into, there we go. If you're into fitness or you want to get into fitness this year, I would say look at Five and Below. They had yoga mats, all types of fitness stuff, and it's on a good budget for you to like work your way up to thinking like I want to invest in like some heavier weights, like the what I got for Christmas video I'll link down below. I got the Bala equipment and that's like $150 for like one piece. So it was a super big splurge, but it was a Christmas present, so it was like really nice. But those are like heavier weights, more expensive, more money. So like if you want to get into it, I would highly suggest Five and Below and get you some kettlebells, some weights, say at 5 pounds, 3 pounds, just so that you can get into the swing of things instead of like breaking the bank. I think those were some really good purchases, as well as the plants. But yeah, that's like all that I think I've bought since I haven't been on. I haven't bought any new books, but I did finish a partial series, and that is The Blameless by E.S. Christensen, my good family friend. Literally, her and my mom's are best friends. Like, she has such a special place in my heart. And she wrote a series called The Blameless book. This is book 1 and book 2. And book 3, I'm assuming, will either be coming this year or next year. But they're amazing. It's called The Blameless and The Tarnished. And I recently finished The Tarnished the beginning of this month. And I was like, I'm going to do a review on it, but maybe I'll wait until I get the whole series done. But I can't. This was, but I mean, I love Harry Potter. Book number 1, Land of Stories by Chris Colfer. I love the C.S. Lewis, like the Chronicles of Narnia. Love those. But this is by far my favorite middle grade series I've ever read. And not just because she's my family friend. I mean, I have never read, even with the middle grade series that I have read, I've never read one more wholesome. And I've never read one with such genuine love that you felt from the characters. Like, maybe it has to do with the fact that I maybe haven't read one that has like such intent. I mean, Harry Potter is kind of like found family, has a little bit of that in there, but this was different. This was like, you felt the love of the characters within this series, and that's what I love. I cannot wait till book 3. But yes, this was amazing. And if you guys have not picked it up or seen it, I'll make sure to leave the books linked down below to Amazon where you can purchase them, as well as the information for the author and her Instagram. But this follows the young girl in the front named Brianna. She is the princess of Perdonia. And one tragic night, her kingdom is overtaken by a really evil man named Valak and all of his kind of men and whatnot. They come into her kingdom, they kill her parents, her brother, and before her mother dies, her mother tells her to escape. So I believe she's maybe like 11, maybe 12 or so at this time. She escapes and runs through her kingdom in the middle of the night, this young little princess, and there is fires and just screaming and war and everything just happening around her, and she hides into this home. Well, while she's hiding, eventually she is located by the 3 men on this, and their names are Flinton here, Cove, and Derek. And these are the people that she kind of assumes as her uncles, is what she calls them. And they are 3 blameless. So blameless means that they have some special power, whether that is to telepathy, whether that's to summon objects, whether that is just be able to use the earth to their advantage, special strength, being able to master skills really good, just a whole bunch of things that you can think of that can kind of give you powers, invisibility, mind control, just everything. They are gifted with some powers, and they live in Mount Elred, and that is where the Blameless live. That is their headquarters, where their king is, and the different people who are in that land. Well, Valak is trying everything he can to overrun, overtake, and control those people. And when the princess escapes, she eventually finds out that she herself is blameless too. And that was one of the main reasons why Valak was trying to overtake the kingdom. And so with this book, you get so much found family. I mean, she's grieving the loss of her family. Then she discovers she's blameless. She has power. She's trying to learn how to hone them. And when she gets back to Mount Elred with these 3 individuals, she meets their families and their sisters and their siblings. And she gets identity again. Like, she gets something again. It's like being the princess of Perdonia was stolen away from her. She lost it. She was so young. It's like it was nothing. But now she became a part of this family, of this group here, and she has a home again. And it was just beautiful to watch that and to see how they helped her get through this, how they supported her with trying to understand what Blameless is and what's going on, how they trained her. And that's kind of what you gather in the first book, as well as just like the thrill and the intensity of it, because in the beginning of the book she's escaping, then at the end of the book she gets captured, and so you're kind of just sitting there thinking, what's going to happen? How is she going to get out? Is this the end? Where is it going? What are her uncles going to do? How is she going to be able to overcome? And that's kind of what you gather in this book. But you also see Brianna as just a little girl, and I think that's what you notice in this book. She's young. Her family died, and now she's supposed to be the princess. She's supposed to take her kingdom back. She's supposed to know what to do. And I think you saw how sheltered people in like royalty can be when life really hits them. And I really love that the author was able to show that, because you would think, oh, because she's the princess and she has all these, all this wealth and all this status, if something happens, she'll know exactly what to do, but that's completely not the case. So I really love that she kind of showed that vulnerability and that very like just young kind of innocence and immaturity that the character had. And then you get into book number 2, and on the front of this cover, we have Tio, which is Cove's younger brother, and Cassie, which is Flinton's younger sister, and then we have Brianna, develop the close-knit, loving best friend relationship I've ever met. You get a little bit of a budding romance between Tio and Brianna in this book. You get to see how these 2 characters, although they're not the main characters, they almost become main characters, and how their character development comes, and how they become the intricate parts in Brianna's life to help her form her identity of not just I'm the princess and I can handle it, to letting her literally, and even seeing her in this book, make the statement of I am the queen of Perdonia and I'm going to take my land back. I'm going to be what my people need. And I think that was so amazing. And then you see also, like, just with the cover, like her 3 uncles almost take a step back in this book here and really allow these 2 friends to really be the backbone and almost like the protection of Brianna in a way. So in this book, you just follow Brianna with just her fierceness, her strength, her power, her belief in herself, her confidence just come through, and she's like, I'm getting my kingdom back. You get hit with a curveball to things that you thought were dead and gone were actually not dead and gone, and you get to realize that. So you get to follow her through her emotions of realization. You get to see her make split moment decisions that are going to like affect things, and like you see her willing to risk it all. And I think in the first book, she was just scared, she was afraid, she couldn't do it. And in the second book, she's gonna do it. She's gonna risk it all. She doesn't care. She's willing to stand in the gap and to be the person who takes the hit for her people. And I absolutely love that. I absolutely love that even like Tio and Cassie, you get to see them become so important to her. Just like Cassie in the first book, she was really wild and spunky and crazy. She still has that personality, but in book number 2, she literally becomes the backbone, like a very pivotal role in how these three and her 3 uncles, Derek, Flinton, and Cove, go about things. Like without, Cassie's wittiness, a lot of things wouldn't have happened. Then you think of Tio. He's so driven and so protective and so supportive, and he's really getting to the point of like developing just like that ability to be wise. Like in the first book, he was really funny. He's still really funny, but like he's more wise now, and he's really like paying attention to things, and he's like that voice of reason for Brianna, which you would think, why would he ever be it? But he is. And so I really love that about the book as well. But yeah, I think this was just amazing. And I just love how book 1, you see this little girl, she's shy, she doesn't know what to do. To book 2, she's like, I'm gonna risk it all for my kingdom. Try me, Valak, try me. And it's like, I literally love that so much. I cannot wait to get these books in the hardcover. I cannot wait until book number 2 comes out. But this is like an epic, amazing fantasy, middle grade, wholesome, pure. You will love it. And if you have children in your lives or as adults, anybody, I highly recommend this book because, like I was saying in the beginning, you see love in this book as if it was like happening in real life. And that's the craziest thing about it. Like you see like how Harry Potter, for example, Hermione and Ron, you can see like they care about him and you see it, but it's like, to see love in a book where these characters love and care deeply about one another, and like they will risk it all. Like it is not like, oh, what about me? How do I save face? How do I look better? Like literally their whole goal is for one another. And I think that is so beautiful in a book. There was moments where you're on the edge of your seat trying to figure out what was going to happen. There are moments that you cried. There are moments that you were dying laughing. There are moments that made you happy. There are moments that made you think. This was unbelievable. And Brianna is going to fight for her kingdom. And book 3, whenever it comes out, Brianna's going to take her kingdom back. And you know it. And that's what I love. It's like she came into the first book, unsure, not sure what she was going to be able to do, unaware of everything going around her. She feels incapable, insignificant, to book 2, that's my kingdom, I am queen. And I love how she went from like, I'm just little Princess Brianna to I am queen of Perdonia. These are my people and I am going to get them back. And I love that so much because she's only like, 12 or 13, maybe 14 in this book. So I just love that so very much. I cannot recommend it enough. I hope I got my point across. I mean, book number 1, I didn't tab because I wasn't into tabbing when I read book 1. But book 2, I tabbed it literally so much. But like, just to give you a little snippet, just like quote, like one thing in here that I absolutely loved. Oh, this is perfect. Because like how I was saying, she went from, I'm the princess, how can I do this? If only my brother was alive, he could handle it. I can't do it. My people won't trust me. You know what I mean? I'm incapable, to I am queen of Perdonia. And then what's really interesting, it says, Brianna noticed the changes. She felt the weight of her crown more than ever. It wasn't a physical weight. The crown itself was quite light. When she was a small child, it had merely been an ornament, a piece of jewelry to be worn at formal events. After her family died, it had become motivation, a reminder of why she was training. But now the crown represented responsibility, and it symbolized a cost. Because of this crown, Brianna realized her life would never be her own, to do with as she pleased. It would always be lived for her country and its citizens. It was a cost that should have been Fallon's, her brother's, and today the cost seemed too cruel. It felt like more than Bree was willing to pay. She took off her crown, turned it back on, and left the room. And in the beginning of this book, that was what her feeling was like. This crown is a lot. Like, how am I going to do this? How am I going to be the person that my people need to be? Like, when I was younger, this was just a game. This was supposed to be my brother's job. It was supposed to be his responsibility. But now it's like she sees it, like the weight of it. Like, no, this is me. And you absolutely love that. Then at the end of the book, if I can find it, let me see here. If I can just kind of find that moment where I was like, oh my gosh. Oh, it says, Bree looked at the devoted group before her. The days ahead wouldn't be easy, and Bree didn't know what would happen. But she knew Predonia needed a leader. It needed someone honest and good, someone who would fight for its citizens, even though they didn't fully understand the gravity of their situation. She would fight for her country. She would take her throne back and break Malik's reign of oppression. Bree brought her fist to her chest. She pounded it and yelled, "Long live my people." And oh my gosh, at the end of this book, it was like hype. I was feeling all types of way, chills and all, like, yes, because she started it out so just like not loving her, not thinking she had the capability. And at the end, she's like, this is my people. And I love how she said, these are my people. I am their queen. And I think in the beginning, she was like, these are these people in Predonia. How can I do it? To like, these are my people. I am the queen. I'm taking it back. Velik has lost his opportunity. And I absolutely love that. So I cannot recommend these books enough. You guys are going to love them. I'll have it all linked down below for you guys. I will have David's information, my cousin, so that you guys can purchase some of these if you want. You can reach out to him on Instagram. I will have my classes linked down below for you guys. And then I'm going to do a little bit of reading. I'm sorry if I'm talking so much, but like it's been a while, so I kind of want to catch you guys out on live. But yes, I'm going to dive into these. And once I finish them, hopefully in this video, I will let you know my general thoughts. Not giving you too much in the way of spoilers because I definitely think I want to do an entire series review on both of these, but definitely like individual books, probably giving something out as well. But I'm going to dive into those, and then I want to dive into this book as well. So yeah, I think that's going to complete this little portion of the video, and I will catch up with you guys after I've done a little bit of reading. But no, I'm so glad that you guys are here and that you clicked on this video today, and I will talk to you soon. Alright guys, I do really hope that you guys enjoy. Do not forget to give it a thumbs up and hit your notification bell so you can be notified every single time I post a video, and subscribe to the YouTube channel and join this Bookish fam because we are so nice and we have so much fun together. I did read, did not record it, so I will obviously have some review videos coming for you guys soon, so stay tuned for that. But without further ado, I will catch you in my very next video. Bye friends!